Anybody got a tampon?
Tampons.
What you just saw were 2 clips by filmmaker, artist, and entrepreneur Nina Reyes Rosenberg, my interview for this week's Feministing 5. Born and raised in San Francisco, she went on to study film at NYU's Tisch School of the Arts. The first clip was from a music video she shot for hip-hop group 40 Love's Miss Hazel Rose. The second, a clip from her award-winning short film Organism. And now, without further ado, the Feministing 5 with Nina Reyes Rosenberg.
I think when I was really little, I started making just like little videos on home video cameras with my friends, and we would make like little horror films where I played like a little babysitter or something like that comes back from the dead as a zombie babysitter. It's super collaborative. Like, you can't make a film or video by yourself. Like, you just can't. It's just such a strong storytelling medium. What really excites me are like different characters and the conflicts that they face. The film is about 2 teenage girls who develop romantic feelings and sort of like sexual curiosities about each other. I think because it was speaking to like characters and a subject matter that isn't really addressed in mainstream film very often. It was really embraced by like the gay and lesbian film community, and the film's really like colorful. I think I am sort of controlling of like the wardrobe and the production design and the look of the film, because I have a really strong personal aesthetic. I feel that it was really successful in terms of like finding an audience and having a really good run. When I made it, my only dream for it was for it to be shown on like a big screen somewhere. And it totally exceeded my expectations in that sense. My mom's family is from Mexico, and pretty much our whole family is still there. So I grew up going back and forth between Mexico and here. And I also grew up going to a private Jewish school for elementary and middle school. So I definitely saw like a huge range of like lifestyles and just different cultural values. I sort of have like a very colorblind approach to the way that I cast my videos and my films. And it's something that I don't really think that much about, but that other people definitely notice and comment on. I just like cast off of kind of the energy that I get from somebody without really regard to like what their skin tone is. Because for me, my identity was very much a struggle of like, I don't look like my mom, and sort of people in the same family having like all kinds of different skin tones. Like, I think that going to Mexico and seeing kind of like this really colorful aesthetic that Mexican society has, like the people paint their homes like in really bright colors, and it's just like such a rich aesthetic that I think that definitely influenced my personal aesthetic and the look that I like my work to have. As a teenager, the opportunities that I got to create artistically were through nonprofit organizations. I was getting this, NYU is this Disneyland kind of place where they have so much resource, and I really felt like I was getting like $1 million education, and that having had a spoken word and performance background, like it was really easy for me to sort of communicate ideas and concepts to people like in a classroom setting. I just wanted to share that with kids, because at my high school we didn't have that many like art opportunities. It was more of like a math science, you know, testing like kind of oriented place. Well, it's basically the partnership that I have with Jessie Levendov, who is my creative partner and also best friend. So Jessie and I were like two girls in film school, and NYU Film School is actually 3-to-1 male to female. So we definitely just vibed on like a level of we're these like tough girls and we're going to kind of make whatever we want to make, and we want to work together and like help each other out. And that evolved into AMO because we were both also interested in doing nonprofit work and making videos for nonprofits and doing education and doing like workshops in high school. So it's sort of all of that kind of under this umbrella that we put over it. Okay, for sure, like my biggest inspirations and my biggest influences in terms of my work are Pedro Almodovar and John Waters, who I think are definitely related to each other. Well, the filmmaker that got me into film was Quentin Tarantino, and I think that he was the first person who like I saw Pulp Fiction and thought like, I can't believe somebody made something like this. This is like exactly what I want to make. And then Pedro Almodovar and John Waters were, I think, going like deeper into that alternative rabbit hole, and they like really push boundaries and really make whatever they want to make, and their characters are so deep and rich. Okay, so I guess for Pedro Almodovar, Bad Education. And my favorite John Waters film is probably Cry Baby. And my favorite film right now that I've like been super watching on repeat is Almost Famous. It's gotta be Alicia Silverstone's share in Clueless, which definitely like defined my entire youth. And also Uma Thurman's Mia Wallace in Pulp Fiction, which was just like such a radical, like I'd never seen a character that came anything close to that before. And she just has this like attitude and this just whole persona that just like totally, I think, was life-changing for me. My mom is my real life heroine because she's just like the strongest person that I even know. She's a small business owner, and she's just kind of like I think anything would be able to like confront her, and she would just like completely face it and overcome it with like so much grace. Iced coffee. Hopefully I wouldn't get too dehydrated. Cause yeah, that's definitely my staple. I have one at least once a day. So if I could have one food on a desert island, it would be a taco. Cause that's like the simplest, most delicious comfort food that I have. If I could have one feminist with me on a desert island, it would be Nicki Minaj. I don't know if she's like a feminist, but she's just like so strong and just like totally kicks ass, and I just think she's like just like a hella strong female, and she's so creative and beautiful. I love you, Nicki.